We are here for the 26th Division Women's Cross Church. So we had the first game of the day, which was Stuyvesant taking on Johns Hopkins. Stuyvesant and Johns Hopkins played in their game in the first game this year. And Johns Hopkins was in Baltimore area where Johns Hopkins is in Johns Hopkins. Agreed, agreement. Stuyvesant has to get tough schedule. They have to be, schools are one that play tough schedules, like in and on conference, and it's because their conference isn't like super tough. Like Coastal Texas, which is like the toughest conference in sports, and that's not in women's lacrosse either. One niche sport, less schools. And they challenged themselves really well. And they only had 2 losses all season. And it's a 1-bid league. Unless Cyberk loses, it might be a 2-bid league, but unless they have a really good streak, so but typically they're not going to be a 2-bid league though. Cyberks will go right through it. And number 4, Johns Hopkins, 13-12 winner over Cyberk. They scored Cyberk scored the lead. And Johns Hopkins. And they looked like it was going overtime. And then Johns Hopkins made it 13-12 with a goal shot right before the buzzer went off. And it went in for a Sato and Orton. And is game over. And that's what happened. It was game over in Johns Hopkins. You're a winner, 13-12. What a game! What a game! Johns Hopkins moves on to the semifinals. That's Evanston, Illinois. Home of Northwestern Wildcats. That's where the division on Christian Championship is being held. It's kind of in the Chicago area, but it is actually Evanston now. Officially. It's kind of a suburb, which is a suburb of Chicago, Evanston. We had a second game of the Northwestern. Took that on number 8 cover, 13-12. That was a good game. It was a really good game. I thought this game was going to be a little bit lopsided than that was. So, but that was a really slow game. Carl actually had the lead for a bit. They made it 5th. They were up like 5-3 times. Here's up at they were up in this game. They didn't let it go, They let the lead go a little bit in the second. Before it. But it was like 5-all then. Back to 5-all. But it wasn't it really didn't go too much. It really did. And then they both had to go to double overtime. They had to go to double overtime to play to finish it out. Northwestern ended up snatching at 13-12. That was the third game was amazing too. Number 3 Maryland, 14-10 over number 6 in overtime. Or not overtime, in regulation. And number 6 maybe got a win. That made it to quarters, which is really awesome for them. That's a really solid win for Maryland. But so far it's chalk. And 3 of the top 4 seeds. It came in the 4th team make it. Having these games on a Thursday after, you might think, yes, the attendance in person is a little bit low. because of like, because people are at work and stuff, maybe. But then maybe not gonna take off like work that short of notice, you know. But before it used to be like on ESPN3. And they had ESPN3. It used to be on ESPN3. The games then they used to be on like 1, 2, or even noon, 1, 2. I think it was noon, 1, 2, 3 Eastern. And they used to be overlapped like an hour apart. Eastern. So you'd have a second half, first one, first half, second game's going on, or one and a half, first half, you know, and yeah, vice versa. That's good. And it's like, you know, even if they're on ESPN3, couldn't you do like the overlap, you know? Couldn't you do the overlap? Like even like 2 hours per, you know, time, like noon to 4, 6, you know? Even there's like regular season, even there's some more up games, but that's what they do, you know, for TV, 10, maybe like 2 hours TV, you know? Nope. You know, so, and there's like nothing ESPN could do about it because ESPN's like on this contract. You know, you know, some sports may be mandated to be on TV, or they're the money makers that are going to be on TV. But some are like, you got like tennis. With the men's one's tennis championships. Those are not on TV, those are played on ESPN. And then you have like fencing, and you have, you know, indoor track and field. That's an ESPN Plus live and then taped live and streamed ESPN later. You know, you got women's wrestling, which is first year, but women's wrestling at the same time. You know, you have what else? What are sports that do that? That's all I can think of for now. They appear on ESPN Plus. You know, like there's like some rounds of like the women's Ava there in the first rounds in ESPN Plus. You know, the football baseball's on ESPN Plus. So I mean, a lot of it is on ESPN Plus, but they have some on ESPN. I wonder if, like, eventually they'll get, you know, or even like some of the, like, maybe the men's lacrosse was ESPN2, and then they have like some of the women's feature women's games even. You know, I think feature women's games on ESPN2, maybe. But what if the men keep what if the men, you know, is more popular? You know? Because it's actually been promoted more on TV. Well, and you kind of have to do it because, like, softball, you know, that's why the men have to play, like, instead of playing, like, there are 4 quarterfinals in one day. They have to do 2 quarterfinals, and they have to do them at noon, 2:30. It's, like, the best time they're going to get, you know, for the regional rounds. You know, for the quarterfinal round. It's because of that NCAA regional softball. To be actually more precedence over that. You're so lucky to start ESPN, you know, could be with ESPN, like, news. And we have the final one, which is number 2, North Carolina, Stanford. Stanford was unranked going in the state. They beat number 7 Michigan 13-12. The second round and they got blown out in the quarterfinals by the conference flow. Number 2 North Carolina. And number 2 North Carolina dominates Stanford 17-6. So we have semifinal 1. And then NCAA Lacrosse Championships for Division 1. Yeah, number 2 North Carolina in Maryland. at 3 Eastern, and at 5:30 Eastern, Northwestern to Ben Johns Hopkins.